Here is lesson 28 for flute. We will play numbers 66 and 67. As always, you should have already looked through and be ready to go. So let's play it. 66. 1, 2, ready. If you've been working on your scales, this should sound very familiar to you because it sounds like, excuse me, it sounds like the first half of your concert B-flat scale. All right, let's move on to 67, but before we get to that one, 67 for flutes only, let's talk about our code phrase. Our code phrase is record yourself. Have you ever recorded yourself playing? I've recorded myself a lot playing recently. Okay? Record yourself and listen to it. They say that recorders don't lie, and it is true. They don't. If you make a mistake, if your tone sounds bad for even one note, they're going to show you that. You will hear it on the playback. So, record yourself and listen to it. Do you sound the way you want to? If not, what can you do to fix that? Okay? Here we go, number 67. We're going to repeat, so I guess I should explain this. We're going to repeat each measure twice. So we're going to play it, well, we're going to repeat it once and we'll play it twice. So for instance, we'll play measure A, then we'll play it again. Then we'll go to measure B and we'll play it again. And C again, D again, and then we'll stop. And then I'm going to tell you about what we use this exercise for to make us better players. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. Sorry, that was my fault. I totally missed that repeat, didn't I? Let's try that one more time. 1, 2, ready. You probably already know what one of the techniques are that we will improve by playing on this. That is going from C to D very, very quickly. Okay? Let me kind of get where I can show you exactly what we should be looking for. But as you play, this is what you're looking for with your fingers. I just played measure B and then measure C. You notice how close my fingers stayed. That is what we're looking for. Okay? So when you play, make sure your fingers stay as close as possible so that way we can get through that even faster. And that is the goal of these kinds of exercises. If you have one measure that's repeated and you have multiple measures that are repeated individually, it's to work on speed. Okay? And in this case, we can work on tonguing and fingering. Okay? So we could go for something like see, I can't quite do it fast. I was playing an E flat instead of a D. Okay, now there are other ways we can finger it, but that we will cover later. First thing, we need to get the technique. We need to be able to get our fingers to move correctly together and not to fly up as we're switching. We just have very, very close switches. Okay? That was lesson 28. Thanks for joining me.